That's weird. What a weird lighting. There we go. Trying to get this lighting right. It's kind of tricky. Here. Let's see what I can do here. Move this, move that. Maybe open up this window thing. Or not. So funny. So, yeah, today I took a 0 day. Kind of waiting out weather for Mount Washington. I need the second day I go out to be good. First day I go out, I'm going to go to the Newman campsite or somewhere after that, maybe, in Stealth Camp. I want to line myself up to be able to go over Washington, all over that stuff, over Madison and down into Pinkham Notch. So that'll be a 2-day stretch. I need the second day. And then go out Thursday. Then it looks like that's going to be my better weather window. But I don't know. I could go out tomorrow too. It just looks like Thursday is going to be like the thunderstorm activity a little more. So, and higher winds. I'd rather not be up there in high winds and thunderstorms. So, yeah, today I 0 just because I don't want to go over all that in bad weather. To me, it's worth waiting out because it's beautiful up there and it's not fun when it's cold, windy rain. So, yeah, I'd rather just avoid it. And if I can, why not? Let me see here. Let me read some comments. I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap. I ate McDonald's, put me right to bed. But I figured I'd come on here and let everybody know what's going on. I got yesterday's video all ready to go. I was going to put it out this morning, but I'm like, let me let the Franconia Ridge video linger there for a minute. Because I knew I was going to 0 to wait for weather. And if it changes by tomorrow at 11 a.m., because it just keeps getting better, so maybe Friday will even be better, and Thursday won't have any rain by then. I'm going to keep checking. If it looks like decent, I'm going to go out tomorrow. But we'll see. I could go out as late as Thursday. So, yeah, that's just a little update. Let me see here. Raymond Patton, what's up? Mad Rat. Warjack Walks, what's happening? Patrick Peach. Love the Franconia footage. Yeah, it cleared right up for me out there. Katie. The one just dropped everything when I saw Hawk was live. It's funny. Roman Rick, what's happening? Joe Bradley. Missed you by 1 day. Biked the Pemmy Trail yesterday. Yeah. I was unpredictable right here in this section because I'm waiting for weather. Julie Gayhart, what's happening? Skip James. Give down a big old hug for me. Miss you guys. Linda Hacker. What do you do if weather suddenly appears? You know, there's always a chance of that, but like I say, Friday looks like the best weather to go over that. This is like 7% chance and mostly sunny, so it's kind of what I'm looking for is the mostly sunny part. I don't care if it's too cloudy. Clouds better than rain, of course, and the wind factor is like what I'm looking at. With rain, wind and rain, 13 miles, like above 4,000 feet. I mean, if you have to, yeah, sure. I've done all that in bad weather. I mean, if I can wait it out, I mean, why not have a good day up there? And I'm thinking tomorrow, if I do end up 0ing, I'm still thinking about going to do like another mountain somewhere here. That'd be nice, little side trail up to like a 4,000 footer I've never been to, and then come back down. Give me something to do, keep my legs going, and I can make a video about it. So I might do that tomorrow. Just go out with like my fanny pack and water bottles and camera and Just go bang out a 4,000 footer and come back and then leave out Thursday. I'm leaving out Thursday for sure, no matter what. But I'm going to leave out later in the day because I only got like 7 miles to get to Newman campsite. And so I'll probably check out here at 11 and grab some breakfast and then up Webster Cliffs, up to at least the Newman campsite. The caretaker there's campsite's been wanting me to stop by and say hey, so I'm at least going to stop in there for a minute, and then I might motor around just a little bit to get closer to Washington to set myself up better for Friday so I can get all the way into Pinkham Notch. That is my plan. If I do stop short, it'll be after Madison. I'm coming down Madison Friday no matter what. Now, if I go all the way to Pinkham Notch is the question to be decided. But when I do get to Pinkham Notch, since I'm doing these zeros here and I had 7 days off last week, then I'm just going to try to get resupply there. I might even just get it at Pinkham Notch and then go over the Wildcats, the Carters, Mariah's, Height Mountain, all that stuff, and then go to Route 2 and then go into Gorham and then regroup there to head into Maine. That's the long rundown. Okay, let me go back here. All right. Where was I at? Oh, So you're just homesteading Lincoln. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Katie was surprised when I showed up at the hostel there. I actually snuck around. She was walking the dogs, and I snuck around this back path and caught her out in the woods. It was perfect. White Mountain Ed, how are you liking the hammock in the whites compared to your tent? So far so good. I think when I leave out of here and camp right before Washington, it might get a little tricky because where I really want to go, the trees are kind of small. But we'll see. I can probably make it work. Dale, howdy doody, enjoy the whites. Yeah, that's my plan. Michael Beck, when do you think he'll be back in Harper's Ferry? I have no idea. I'm already behind the schedule I thought I'd be on, so no idea. Ames, hey Hawk, what's going on? Chris Burdick, good evening. The one says, I swear the Franconia guys saw you were coming and cleared up quickly. Yeah, it was pretty wild because Liberty, when I was looking over at Franconia Ridge, it was just I'm not going to get no views today. And then when I got over to Franconia Ridge, as soon as I got up to that first view looking back at Liberty, it was man, it's going to clear up for me. And it did pretty much all the way. It rained on me a little bit right by the summit of Lafayette, but it was over by the time I got up to the top. So that was cool. Ernie from Chattanooga, Tennessee, what's happening? Janice Price, will you go back to the tent on your flip-flop, I don't know. Probably not. It'd probably be easier to hammock down there, to be honest. We'll see. Steve-O, thanks for coming to Crawford Notch, man, and going out to eat with us yesterday. It was awesome. Hey, Hunch, you were going to go live. Hanging out yesterday. Don't go broke at that motel. Yeah, I'm going to try not to. But I'm awaiting the weather for sure. Mad Rat, all of your gear good? Anything you would change? I don't think there's really anything I would change, I guess. This light's crazy. No, I don't think there's anything I would change. I got a glare on my screen. I mean, there's always probably something you could change, but through the whites right here, I kind of wish I would have got some rain pants and maybe... No, I don't know. I don't think I'd change anything. Nico, good evening. Thomas, hey Hawk. Nick Reese, what's happening? Warjack walks. Any idea when you might end up down in Georgia? Well, I was going to try to get there by Halloween, but I don't know now. Who knows? It'll definitely be before Thanksgiving. I have no idea. Can't plan nothing. That's why it's tricky to plan like a week away. If I wouldn't, well, I'm not regretting going up to Maine to see Katie. That was great. But that weather window was perfect that week, and it probably would have been smarter of me to like wait a little bit. But it didn't line up like that. It all happened for a reason with Steve Bombard and stops and going to see Katie at that time. And it was a great time. I don't regret that at all. But now it's kind of like, ooh, the weather. So I'm just like playing the best I can. I could have went up today and went up tomorrow, and maybe it would have been fine. Maybe I would have got rained on all day in a cloud. You never really know up there. But I'm trying for like the best weather possible, as long as it's not waiting too long. But from what I'm seeing, it just keeps getting better Friday. And if I go out Thursday and get as close as I can, you know the routine. And then go over the Wildcats. By the time I get back to Gorham, it should be like a Monday, Tuesday. So all the ATVers will be out of there. There's a method to my madness. I don't want to be in Lincoln or Gorham on the weekend. And I'm trying to wait out rain. So there's like the best case scenario that I came up with. And when I get to Gorham, Route 2, Katie's pretty much got Monday night off, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I can zero when I get to Gorham after completing the whites and regrouping for Maine, and then hang out with Katie too. So it's all kind of like working out the way it should, I guess. Now, granted, I'd rather be hiking. That's why I'm thinking tomorrow I'll go up and do something. Because today it was supposed to rain like 50-some%, and rain this morning, and then it was just like you could tell it was raining off and on everywhere else. But for the most part, I could have went and hiked a mountain today. So, yeah. There's no excuse. I could go over it, but I just want those views. Nope, hit the wrong button. Okay. Where was I? Brant Taylor did a few miles in the Smokies this week. Nice. I like the Smokies. Warjack walks, not planning is the fun part, I'm sure. I mean, you can plan a little bit. I like to only plan like 2 days out, 4 days out at the most. But after, Friday on, the weather looks beautiful. So if I can just get past these next 2 days, it doesn't look like rain for like a week. So I can get all the way out of the whites with beautiful weather, like no rain. So, yeah, there's a method to my madness. Roman Rick, do you find the laces on your shoes don't stay tight? I sport the same shoes, even with the heel lock, I constantly loosen up. Any tips? No, I guess the only time that I guess they don't stay tight is like the first couple days when they're brand new. And after I got about, 40 miles on them, 30 miles on them, they're pretty much stretched out. They stretch out in the beginning, and I keep tightening them up like a couple times a day for like the first 2-3 days. And then after that, it's like they're done stretching, and then they stay tight all day. But I have had that issue when they're brand new, but a day or two later, they're good. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, I'm back. D-Man, is your cell still the same number? Yes, it is. Melissa Snook, made it live. Yes, you did. Rick Neese, it's time for another lightning bolt video. Now, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Thursday, it's like later afternoon, 40% scattered stuff when I'm going to go out. Unless it changes tonight or morning, and then I'll go out tomorrow. But it's like I won't be above the trees, and like I say, I'm trying to play the best weather window possible. My phone is acting funny. That's so weird. My phone's acting weird. I'm touching it. Wild card, what's happening? Give Duke some loving for me. Andy Fisher, hey Hawk, hopefully finally catch you live. Enjoying your adventure, hike on. Thanks for following along. Andy Fisher, I'm hiking Nobo next year, starting in April. Any plans to be on the AT next year? No, actually, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the year off from long trails next year, and try to get some of my ducks in a row. So I'll probably be out there for sections, but I'm not going to do a long through hike next year, like a long trail. I might do a small one, like the Colorado Trail, Arizona Trail, or something like that, or a long trail. But I'm not going to do a super long trail. I got to get some things done. Being out here all the time, it's kind of tricky to do it, so a year off won't hurt me either. I mean, it's been, 5 years in a row? Hard to sustain. Nova Scotia, Brian Robinson, what's happening? Bruce Underwoods, you ran into a leaf blower? No, I have not. Dawn, your daughter will be in the whites with her hubby and 3 young boys. You might see them. Nice. Melissa Snook, you rock. Safe hiking, man. Keep the cool stuff and views coming. I will try. Melissa, what's happening? John Hinman, good afternoon. It's like evening now, I think. Yeah, it's evening. Done, man. Have you thought about guiding hikes? Yeah, it's crossed my mind for sure. I don't even know how to go about doing that. I probably have to go get certified somewhere. Be cool to be a main guide, but I'd like to hike, guide the AT because, I know it very well. And it would be really easy to, guide somebody through it on the mileage they can do. Because if I know the mileage they can do comfortably, I could probably make a whole itinerary to get you right through it. It'd be time consuming. It'd be better if I was there with them, to really know how far they can go and how to really plan it for them so they're not beating themselves up. But yeah, it'd be fun to guide people on the AT. It's just I don't think there's a way I can do that without. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. There's too many states to do all that stuff. I don't really know how that works, but it'd be great to guide people through the AT, especially if I knew their mileage capabilities. That's the key. You gotta know how many miles they can do comfortably, so that you can guide them through safely and get them to towns in the right spots and so they're not carrying 4 days of food when they only need 2 days of food. And yeah, it'd be fun. My knowledge of the AT right now, after so many years in a row, is pretty unbelievable, to be honest. Even some of the things I remember is just wow, I can't believe I remember that. Sometimes I'll be walking up trail and I'll step on a rock and man, I've stepped on this exact same rock before, and it's kind of neat. All right, let me go back here. Where was I hate when I stop touching the screen. It goes blank and I gotta touch it to go backward. It's weird. Playground Earth TV. Watching your pink hot dog. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Man, I'm really trying to catch you by Munson so that we can go through the 100-mile wilderness together. That would be awesome. I've been thinking about that for a while now. I know I keep zeroing and stuff, so it makes it harder to catch you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to catch you. If not, yeah, my bad. But yeah, it'd be cool to go through the 100-mile wilderness with you guys. But like I say, I'm trying to wait out weather here in the whites, and I didn't plan on taking that long off with Katie and my tooth. It's just been, I almost get you, and then boom. And I almost get you, and boom. So hopefully by Munson I can get you guys, and we can go through the 100 together, and maybe summit together too. That'd be fun. Jester, come on over to the Mountains of Sea Trail. The more I see posts of that from you and a couple of people on Facebook, it doesn't look like a bad trail to do, actually. Haven't really checked into it too much. Michael says the heat wave's broken, cooler weather ahead. Man, it's good because I did 17 miles in here coming into 302, and it's so hot, man. I was like dripping wet sweat. I was 7 miles from the road, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I could camp right here and not even worry about it. But I'm like, once I saw Jim Dickey, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's get this last 6 miles done and just get it done and over with and get in town. Because I was like, man, I was drinking so much water, and I still felt dehydrated. It's just dripping wet all day long. Yeah. But it is supposed to cool down, which is another plus of waiting because, man, Franconia Ridge climbing up there was in Garfield. It was dripping wet sweat. Even in the rain, I didn't even have a rain jacket on. It was just like, I was wet from sweat, not from the rain. My umbrella kept me dry, but whew, it's so warm last week. So hopefully this rain will cool down. That's what I'm hoping. All right, let me go back here. Melissa says, hike the CDT. Yeah, I'm going to hike the CDT eventually. Skip James section hikes. Will you be my guide? Yeah, for sure. That's hilarious. Hike with Hawk. Just do it as a donation for like guided tours. Yeah, that's kind of what Warren Doyle's doing. I don't know. Just seems, I don't know. It's hard to like hike somebody's hike for them too. I mean, maybe if they're like, I don't even know, like if they've done a couple overnighters or something and want to do like a section where you have to resupply, that'd be fun. But after somebody resupplies once and goes into town once on their own, they really don't need a guide anymore, to be honest. You just don't need it. You got gut hooks, and once you get comfortable being out there, that's the key. It's like a couple weeks out there resupplying and like knowing that you can hitchhike in town, or knowing you can call a shuttle or a hostel to come grab you, and just getting comfortable with the fact that everything's going to be okay. Then you don't need a guide. So it's a tricky situation. Yeah. Don says it could be a moneymaker because you're famous. I'm not famous. Okay. Money shot. Hey Hawk, just got here. Hey, is Katie getting experience on how to run a hostel in y'all's future? She could already run a hostel, I'm pretty sure. We just need a place, and I'm not really ready this time of my life to run a hostel. She would love to do it, but for me right now, it's like maybe in like 10 more years or something. But it'd be nice to get the ball rolling on something. I'm not gonna lie, maybe just bring in a couple of random people here and there. But to open up as a full-time hostel, it's a lot of work. Especially with some of these hikers are like really demanding and like, I don't know, unappreciative, it seems like. Not all of them. Most of them appreciate a lot, but there's a few out there that just make it, yeah. There's always those few that ruin it for everybody else, you know what I mean? It's life. Okay, what does a typical dinner look like when you're sleeping on trail and not in town? It's been that macaroni and cheese ramen. It comes in the cups, and then put some Spam in there, or I'll do instant potatoes with Spam in there. But I'm about burnt out on both those. So I've also been doing the teriyaki noodles that come in the styrofoam like rectangle thing. I don't even know what brand it is. And then snacks, just like cookies or those. I've been eating those crackers that are, can't even think of the name of them now. Biscoff or biscotti crackers. Those are pretty good. But like I said, I'm about burnt out on those. once you find something you like, eat it, eat it, and then you're done with it like instantly. You'll like have it in your pack for a couple days and be like, why am I even carrying this anymore? I can't even eat this. And me being out here the last so many years in a row, it's like all the food I'm really sick of, to be honest. It's none of it really tastes good anymore. I'm pretty much burnt out on all the trail food you can think of. But that's all right. I'll still eat it. I'll find something else too. It's like you switch on and off from stuff. There's only certain things I won't go back to, like Nutella and peanut butter and North Sides. I'll never go back to North Sides. Ugh. CDT is brutal and fantastic. PCT has too many Californians. PCT does not really even appeal to me anymore because of all the fires. I don't want to have to reroute and like skip a bunch of trail. So CDT southbound would probably be my best bet. But as far as PCT goes, I'd probably be a southbound too, just to like try to get through all the parks that catch on fire every year before it happens. I don't know. PCT is like last on my list. The CDT will probably be next, to be honest. We'll see. Joel Newman, late to the party. I see somebody asked about a tent. So now, after thousands of miles on both tent and hammock, if you had to pick one, which would you go with? I've only got like 800 miles on a hammock. I've got thousands, like 14,000 on a tent, probably. So it's not really I mean, I like the hammock, don't get me wrong. It's just, I think I was just so used to a tent for so long that, I don't know. I do like the hammock. It takes a little more longer to set up, and you got to carry more stuff. But it's got its props. Like at camp, I have a chair to like edit in. I can like sit in my hammock and like have a chair. You know, that's kind of nice. As where in a tent, I would always be laying down. And when I'm laying down, like editing like this, you know, you tend to fall asleep more. Especially when you're doing daily videos and get them out every day because you like gotta get it done and start uploading before you go to sleep. And so the tent, I was pretty much forced to like lay down, and I always find myself like, poof, and I wake up like, oh, you know, the phone would like fall on my chest, editing, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, where was I at? And I have to like figure out where so the hammock gives me better seating for editing because I was falling asleep a lot when I was editing out of my tent, and it just like became more of a chore. Whereas now I can just like take a seat, I can be cooking right there, I got a chair. I don't know, it just takes longer to set up, and you're carrying more stuff. Yeah. And it's heavier. Okay, let me go back here. I am way behind. Holy cow, how do I get so behind? Here we go. Please go to the BWCA and what? Quitico. I know you love the solitude and beauty. I'll have to like screenshot that, or I'll check that out. Most guarded hikes are like kindergarten, slow and stupid. I'm sure it would be fun with you. Yeah, it would be fun, but I'm always afraid like people are gonna come out and they just don't know what to expect, and it beats them up really bad, and I can't. It's tricky getting them back out of the woods. That's what I wouldn't want. Tall dude, been liking your vids for a while. Where's your hometown? Well, I grew up in Sturgis, Michigan, but now I live in Elberton, Georgia. That's where my ID is from right now. The granite capital of the world. Why did you stop using a tent? I just wanted to try a hammock out. Wild Card and Ace, thinking about coming up to Maine for a little late summer hike. You still in New Hampshire? Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 more days, maybe a week at the most. Julie Gayhart, what are some of the biggest changes you have seen on trail even since COVID? The biggest changes I've seen on trail. You know, probably just more people. I think there's just more people. And that means more trash, you know. People just like leave their trash. Like the other night when I camped at the bottom of Garfield, I was at this nice, you know, stealth site where you could probably fit like 3 or 4 more tents, and back on this one site you could tell like somebody left a bunch of trash. It was like 5 or 6 of those little liquor bottles, and then a couple koozies and a roll of duct tape and a couple 3 Mountain House packages. I mean, there's so much stuff there, it's like a pile, and I'm like, holy cow, it's insane. But yeah, I think it's just more people, I guess. Other than that, everything's pretty much back to normal as far as restaurants, lodging, people's attitude, I guess. So yeah, I think it's just more people are out here. A lot more people. Because in 2020, when I came out here and hiked with Katie, man, it was quiet. You know, COVID had everybody off trail, and it was nice out here. It was quiet. Every stealth site was pretty much open. It was perfect. But now it's a little too crowded, to be honest. What kind of camera do you use? Steve says, I use the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I think it is. And I did get a question the other day about, my storage. Like, how do I keep filming stuff day after day after day? About storage of my phone. Well, my phone's a 513 gigabyte phone, so it's got a ton of storage on it. The more storage you get on your phone, the more expensive they get, of course. So yeah, mine's got the biggest storage you can get. And right now I'm carrying these. These are from last year. They're already uploaded all the footage that's on these up to a hard drive, a 2 or 4 or 6 terabyte hard drive. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But Josh James, he took care of all this for me. So this is last year's hikes. Everything's deleted off these, I'm pretty sure. If not, it will be instantly because my phone's about full, so I'm about to have to do this. And when I do it, it takes a while to get my photos and videos out of these little clips. But see, this is what it is. They're 256 gigs each one of these. So I got 4 of them, and my phone is 513 gigs. So I'm carrying a lot of storage power right now. But this just plugs into my phone, and then I just download everything onto this up to the gigabytes of the chip, and then I close it all up, and then I label it, you know, these ones are labeled number 1, 2, 3. That way they're in order when I'm going to put them on a big hard drive. Well, not me, because I don't know how to do it, but you know what I'm getting at. These are how I store everything. And I got to do it real quick because my phone's at like 380 gigabytes storage just from my videos. Because I don't really take any still pictures anymore. It's all this short video clips, and it takes up way more storage than taking still pictures. One says, ever going back to the lollipops? Never going back to the lollipops. Ooh, Joel Nealman, I ordered a few hog vitals to try after you mentioned them. Only had one so far, but heck yeah, they're good. Those are delicious. The hog vittles. I wish the outfitters on trail would sell them because I would be buying them all the time. But now you got to order them online. It's just a big hassle to get them on trail. But I guess I could have bought them and have them sent to me. But that's even a hassle too, because then you're trying to play the post office game or the hostel game, and yeah. But if you get hog vittles on trail, I'd be tearing them up till I got sick of them, like everything. Katie says, I need a food dehydrator so I can make you something new. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I was even thinking the other day, like, man, I wonder if I could dehydrate SpaghettiOs with hot dogs in them, or, you know, like ravioli, Chef Boyardee, dehydrate Chef Boyardee. I don't know, just something different. Jenny Hillman, what's happening? Come hike the North Country Trail in Upper Peninsula, Lake Superior. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about North Country Trail. It's a long, long trail. If he goes back to lollipops, he'll run out of teeth. Yeah. No more lollipops for me. DB, how's it going? It's going good. Jim Dickey. Well, it was a great hiking together and catching up. Okay, let me go. Money shot. I say good morning, everybody, in my hawk voice while drinking my coffee in my hawk mug. Cracks my wife up. That's hilarious. David Posey, hello, from Tennessee. Are you still happy with your phone service? Yeah, it's tricky to get, like, I guess I can warn you guys right now, like, through the rest of the trail pretty much. I'm not going to, like, fight to get service to get them out. It's going to be trickier because the service is spottier through the Whites and Southern Maine. It's tricky. So when I get places, I'll get them out as quick as I can, or I'll try to get them out in the woods. Like, I try to all the time, but there's no guarantees. I might fall behind a minute because it's tricky to get them out there. There's no service. I mean, you can get it if you really, really try, but I'm not going to change my hike for it. I'll get them out as quick as I can. Everybody knows that. Let me see here. Oh, Brandy, hey, from PA. I'm sure it's been asked before, but what do you do for work that affords you to be able to live this amazing life? You're very lucky. Enjoy tagging along. Well, it took me years to get debt-free. And then when you get debt-free, then you can start saving money faster. And I work when I don't hike. I'm working all the time when I'm not hiking. And that makes my money to hike. But the key is getting debt-free. Like, I don't own a house. You know, I don't have a car payment right now. I did pay some van insurance and a cell phone bill. Yeah, get your bills down as low as you can, and then just work. Save. Then go hike. That's how it's done. Unless you're like rich or, yeah, I don't know how else you'd do it. You gotta work. But yeah, that's how I did it. Took me years though to get debt free. Winchester says, by the way, she laughs so hard when you do the speed up chipmunk voice in your videos. Yeah, it's fun to do. Dunn says we remove 2 gallons of trash a week here in northern Pennsylvania. Beyond Belief says, hi Hawk, I summited Mount Katahdin on Saturday. Thanks for your tip on rock scrambling. It really helped both my ascent and descent of Katahdin as well as Mahoosic Notch. I also saw 2 moose. Nice. I'm glad I could help, man. Most people think I'm crazy when I talk about how I rock hop, but it makes the trail so much easier. I think the trail is like made out of rocks. People move these big rocks all around with cables in the woods. You know, they carry them with suspension stuff and set them in places where you can walk on them and make it easier. And people walk around them. It's so crazy to me. It's like, man, people had hard labor putting these rocks in here, so you had perfect steps, you know. Boom, and people like just walk around and make their own trail, like right beside it. It's like, man, it'd be so much easier if you just like stepped on the rocks that were probably placed there to be walked on. Whatever. What do I know? You can tell where people like the trail's all rocky and rooty, and it has been for years. Like in 2012, everybody just walked over. There were no like paths around boardwalks or paths around rocky sections like right next to it, shoot down instead of going over these rocks. It wasn't like that in 12. People just went over the trail where the trail was, not like, oh, well, if I go down here just a little bit, I can avoid all these roots and rocks. And like, not far either, just like this far. They're just like, wear that spot out then until there's rocks and roots exposed, and then it'll be a wider path. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Well, whatever. I guess I don't have to get it. I mean, I understand. Just if you stay on trail, it's going to keep the trail narrower and better, easier to manage than when you keep like going off the side and just like, oh, let's just make it a little wider because it's easier over here. It's crazy to me. If you're looking for an easy trail, I don't think the AT is where you go. I mean, I really don't. The AT is not easy. Yeah, I don't know how I got on that rant, but I did. Okay, let me see here. I got behind again. Steve, thanks. Really enjoyed the videos. It's like being with you. The whites are awesome. Don't know how you film to make those climbs in the rocks. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, most people don't film going uphill. It's tricky because most people don't want you to know how hard they're breathing. Eric Small, do you know when you might be starting your Sobo? If I had to guess, like 3 weeks, a month? I'm not sure. Rick Neese, please start carrying canned food. I was thinking about it. Especially if I'm only doing 2 days, it's like 2 cans, 2 dinners. You can. Don't forget to go check out some of Mount Adams. Oh, yeah. I think I'm all caught up. That's awesome. I think. Let me check. Don Fairley was talking about how his piece of ignition stopped working on his stove. Told him he should market his own Ferro rod. Call it the Ferro rod. It's funny. Yeah, that's good. I'm all caught up. And it's like 44 minutes is perfect. And what I'm thinking about doing, I think I'm going to go hike a mountain tomorrow, a 4,000 footer, and I'll just do a video of that. And then come back to the hotel and then head out here Thursday on the regularly scheduled jaunt through the whites. Because then after Thursday, Friday is good weather. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like, it's good weather all the way through the whites. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait it out and then enjoy the rest of it with good weather. That's the plan. And what I'm going to do the rest of the night, I don't really know. I'm probably going to stuff my face full of food and then figure out where I'm going to go hiking tomorrow. Trying to think. I don't want to do a big, massive day, but I'd like to go up on a ridge somewhere or somewhere with a view. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I can't just sit around here all day. Yeah, so it looks like I'll be putting together a video of like a day hike or something tomorrow. So we'll figure something out. And then, like I said, we'll be back to the regularly scheduled AT northbound part of my hike videos. Thursday I'm going out. I don't know if I'll be able to get a video out until I come back into Pinkham Notch to resupply. And then I can get a video out there, I think. So it might be like a few days because I got to get to service. But we'll see. And that's a wrap on the surprise live. I'm going to go eat, and drink a bunch more fluids. So, I hope you guys had a great day. And I'll touch back with you guys sometime very soon. As soon as I can get service after Mount Washington, you guys will hear from me. Well, you'll get the day hike I do tomorrow, too. The next day. Thursday. You'll get that Thursday. And then whenever I get to Pinkham Notch, you'll get the other ones. So, yeah. Enjoy, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.